Let me take y'all back to 2011, the NBA Finals series between the Dallas Mavericks and the Miami Heat. As you guys know, the Miami Heat had a big three consisting of LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. But yet this three-headed monster wasn't enough to take down the legend known as Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk was hitting shots like this as it was nothing, and Miami could do nothing to stop him. Even with three superstars on their team, they couldn't take down Dirk and his supporting cast of essentially role players. I mean, I don't want to say he was playing with scrubs, but you had an aging Shawn Marion, a grandpa Jason Kidd. You had a pretty good shooter in Jason Terry off the bench. Jay Jabria was a good spark in this series, and Tyson Chandler was solid, but he wasn't even an all-star at this point yet. However, Miami could do nothing to stop Dirk. This was one of the greatest finals performances we may ever see, as Dirk single-handedly carried a team of role players, as I mentioned, to the NBA championship. What if I told you these days aren't the same anymore? Dirk isn't the same. He's entering what might be his last year, and the Mavs haven't come close to touching that silverware in a while. Dirk he's way past his prime. I mean, he can't even hit shots like these anymore. His defense is just... I don't even want to talk about his defense. He can still give us 13 to 15 a night maybe, but he's just... Look at that. He's just such a liability, and we need to find a replacement for him as this is his last year. But we have a young prospect in Dennis Smith Jr. out of North Carolina State. We got to work on his shot selection a bit and his playmaking, but I think he has potential to be a star in the NBA with his freak athleticism. I'm really liking this kid. I think he is our point guard of the future. Next up is a player that I also really like, elite two-way wing in Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes was acquired from the Warriors last season via free agency, and he broke out as our leading scorer this year, averaging around 20 points a game. But the real question about Harrison Barnes is he actually a star in this league, or is he just padding stats on a bad team? We shall see, but I'm really liking his potential on both sides of the floor, and I'm really liking Harrison Barnes at the small forward position for us. Next up is Nerlens Noel, a player that's not even on our team yet, but I think by the beginning of the season we should have him. Nerlens Noel is already one of the best defensive centers in the NBA, and I think he has potential to be up there as the best. He is not the greatest offensive game, but we can polish that. And I don't know if he's going to be in our long-term plans, but for right now, Nerlens Noel is a good center to have. He's still very young. I think he's going to easily average a double-double, a good 11-11 guy for us. We don't have that much scoring, so we'll see if we can get him more touches down on the post, but we'll see what happens to Nerlens Noel, man. Next up is Seth Curry, the Stephen Curry's brother, as you guys should know. Seth Curry is a great shooter off the bench, but I believe he has an expiring deal. Hopefully we can keep him. I know a lot of teams will be after him because shooting is just so valuable nowadays. He'll be seeking a pretty huge deal. But I think Seth Curry's value is so big for us off the bench. I'm very optimistic we can turn this rebuild around fast. We still have a top coach in Rick Carlisle. We still have one of the best owners in Mark Cuban. Like I said earlier, we have some young, exciting talent. We have Capron. We're always the top free agent destination. But the thing is, I don't want to win this year. I want to take it out one more year and acquire another star in the draft. I'm targeting Marvin Bagley III, who's taken as the next Kevin Garnett. Because considering it's Dirk probably entering his last year, we're going to need a replacement at the power forward position. Other good players too would be Luka Doncic to plug at the starting two-guard position, or even Michael Porter. Although he is a small forward in the same position as Harrison Barnes, I think we could work that out. But this is going to be a ride, man. Stay tuned for more. I'll catch you on the next. Peace.